Hey everyone, and welcome to my channel. My name is Taylor Haselton, and I like to start my videos off with a joke just to lighten the mood. So the joke for this video is, what vegetable do sailors hate the most? The answer is leeks. So hopefully you got a bit of laughter out of that, or at least some happiness, and this video will be about some Easter niches that you could possibly do. And I just want to say thank you so much for the support. I have this huge goal of getting to 1,000 subscribers by June of this year, and I appreciate all of the help so much. So, alright, let's get started. So the first keyword slash niche is Easter dot-to-dot activity book for kids 2+. So this has 184 results, which is really good. I try to find some that are under 1,000 and that have low BSRs, but also that can be competitive in. So these are sponsored, so we're not going to look at the sponsored one. So this one was published this year, February 20th, has a little over 1 million for BSR. This one published this year, almost 4 million. This one is 622,000, published this year again. So I think this is really great. This one's not really specifically for Easter, and so on. You guys get the idea. So I think this is actually a great niche or keyword to use. It seems like that there are definitely sales, but there doesn't seem to be so much competition like some of the other Easter niches, so I highly recommend looking into this one in case you're interested. Just as a disclaimer, I'm not guaranteeing sales in any of these or stuff like that. I'm simply just trying to give you some ideas in case you're not sure what to do. And Easter is coming up. I know this video is a bit later than the other Easter videos, so I was trying to make it a little bit different. I was having technical difficulties, so that's why it's out so much later. The next keyword slash niche is Easter Journal for Mom. So a lot of these books in this one and the next one I'm going to show you aren't really related to the actual keyword you put in. There's a bunch of these between Mom and Me journals, which are actually doing really well, so I highly recommend looking into those, although they seem to be very competitive just from looking at them here. But I don't really see many Easter-specific journals for your mom, which is what the keyword is. So this is just something to look at. I'm not entirely sure what you'd want to do with it, but it's definitely an idea with only 865 results. The next one is Easter Journal Lined Blank Page, and again, this is one that has low search results, so 358, but also seems to have like books that aren't really related. There's some Easter books in here that are selling a little bit, and then a bunch of non-KDP books. And I'm not really sure like what this keyword would even mean. I'm just gonna let the computer load a little bit. It's supposed to be an Easter Journal lined blank page. So I think that just means like some lines on it with a blank page, or maybe half the page blank. I'm not entirely sure. I'd have to look into that. But this is an idea just because it has low search results. And you know what, you could just try it and see if it works, but again, that is totally up to you. So this last niche keyword I'll be showing you in this video today is probably one of the best ones I personally think, at least, to get into for Easter. I'm just going to give it another minute to load. Here we go. So this one is Easter coloring book for preschoolers. So this only has 1,000 results. I always try to look for under 1,000. That seems to be like the best ones to get into, or at least that way you don't have as much competition. I'm not going to look at the sponsored ones. I'm going to scroll right past them. So there's this one that was published in January, and the next one was January but 2020, so different year. But this first one's doing really good, under 1 million. This other one is doing really well at 57,000. This one's March 9th of this year, 105,000, which that one's actually a dot marker activity book. 2 million, 3 million, 1 million, and a bunch of these are published this year. This one's under 1 million, and they are doing so well. 12,000 for this one, so that's incredible. Good for them. 212,000. There's just so many, and they're all related to this keyword. So I think this is one to really look at. There is some competition. However, there aren't as many crazy BSRs as I've seen in other niches. So I think that if you make a really great book, that you could be successful in it. You might have to use ads, or you could try organically. That's totally up to you, but I think this would be a really great one to get into since there are low search results but definitely a demand for it, and there are plenty of people being successful who had just published their book this year. So I highly recommend looking into this. And I know this video was short, and I know that there is some technical difficulties, so this wasn't posted super soon, but you still have time to get your Easter books in, I think. As long as you get them in relatively soon, I think they should be published in plenty of time for Easter, but that's my personal opinion. So I hope that this was helpful, and I hope that your KDP business is going really well. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, anything, please feel free to comment them below, or you can just let me know how you're doing. I love getting to know you guys. So thank you so much for watching and for all of the support, and have a wonderful